You ever look at someone wildly successful and think, how do they do it? They don't seem smarter than you. They don't work 24/7. And yet they keep leveling up while most people stay stuck. Here's the truth. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's habits. And today, I'm going to show you the 5 core habits that nearly all highly successful people practice. Not just to make money or build businesses, but to lead purposeful, energized, fulfilling lives. Let's dive in. Habit number 1. They think in decades, act in days. Highly successful people operate with a dual mindset. They have a vision that stretches years into the future, but they take action like each day matters, because it does. They're not chasing quick wins. They're building something that matters, a career, a legacy, a life that means something. They set long-term goals, where they want to be in 10 years, what kind of person they want to become, what kind of impact they want to make. But they back it up with daily execution. They don't just dream, they reverse engineer their future into clear steps. Here's the mindset. What's one small thing I can do today that brings me closer to the future I want? They don't need motivation every morning. They have clarity. That clarity becomes discipline, and that discipline creates momentum. So if you want to be successful, zoom out, then zoom in. Get clear on your vision, then move on it, today. Habit number 2, they protect their energy like gold. Time gets the attention, but energy, that's the real currency of high performance. Highly successful people understand this. You can't do great work if you're constantly tired, distracted, or burned out. They treat energy like a strategic asset. That means ruthlessly cutting out draining relationships, creating boundaries around their time, prioritizing sleep, movement, sunlight, and nutrition. And perhaps most importantly, they say no. A lot. They're not on every group chat. They're not saying yes to every meeting. They filter their input so they can control their output. It's not selfish, it's sustainable. Because when you protect your energy, you protect your ability to execute. And execution, that's what separates ideas from results. Habit number 3, they learn every day, not just when it's convenient. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you studied something new just because it made your brain stretch? Highly successful people are obsessed with growth, not just in their careers, but as human beings. They're constantly reading, listening to audiobooks, studying people, reflecting, taking notes, asking questions. They don't say, I don't have time to read. They make time because they know input drives output. They know the most valuable skill in the world is learning how to learn. That means studying mistakes instead of repeating them, seeking feedback instead of avoiding it, staying curious when others check out. Every day is a classroom, and they show up ready to learn. Because if you want to earn more, lead more, grow more, you have to learn more, and no one can do that for you. Habit number 4, they take full ownership. No excuses, no victimhood. Here's a brutal truth. You can't be successful and be a victim at the same time. Highly successful people take radical responsibility for their outcomes. When something goes wrong, they don't waste time blaming their boss, the economy, their childhood, or the algorithm. They ask, what can I learn from this? What can I do next time? How can I adapt? This doesn't mean they never feel frustrated or disappointed or even defeated, but they don't stay there. They don't let one setback define their identity. They choose to act again and again and again. Responsibility isn't about blaming yourself. It's about empowering yourself. It's saying, I might not control what happens to me, but I always control how I respond. And when you take ownership, you take your power back. Habit number 5, they focus relentlessly on what matters most. The most successful people you know are not busy all the time. They are focused. They don't try to do everything. They try to do the right things. They ask, what is the one thing that if I did it consistently would move everything else forward? Then they build their calendar around that. They know productivity isn't about getting more done. It's about getting the right things done. That means working in blocks without distractions, saying no to what doesn't serve the mission, measuring progress, not just motion. They design their day around their priorities, not around their inbox, because success isn't about hustle, it's about alignment. You want to make real progress? Focus is your superpower. Okay, let's recap on the 5 habits of highly successful people. First, they think long term, act daily. Second, they protect their energy. Third, they learn constantly. Fourth, they own their outcomes. And finally, they focus on what matters most. These aren't quick fixes, they're daily decisions. But if you practice them, they will change your life. Because success isn't something you stumble into, it's something you build. One habit, one day, one choice at a time. That's a wrap for today's episode. If this episode resonated with you, click the like button, drop a comment with the one habit you're going to start today, and subscribe for more content to help you level up. See you in the next one.